nalipa tax na hata siwezi afford kupanda taxi. Kwa banki sina kakitu, siwezi afford hata shati. Maji nanywa ya kanjo yako ya chupa za mapambo. Nalipia mtoto wako elimu ya bure ya juu. Unanipa ya bure lakini ya utu. Oh no. So nitapata wapi majibu ya maswali? Mahindi lienda wapi? Pia shilingi ya shule za msingi. Paulo mtume, mbona jela usimtume? Lazima abuniwe tume. Lazima abuniwe tume. Mapenzi ndizo hali mabasa tulificha kwa kabati. Kazi kwa vijana, pesa kwa wazee. Tulimangamanga mpaka za maded I say. Lazima abuniwe tume. Lazima abuniwe tume. Oh. Sheria ta, sheria, sheria, oh, oh, sheria, yeah, yeah. Fuata sheria, 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 oh, oh, fuata sheria, sheria. Pia wewe mwananchi, tabia zako ziko chini. Unapenda kulipa hongo na kutumia njia za uongo. Una mipango na hata watoto wa kando. Haujui hata majina yao. Kura yako uliuza maini figo, ukakulia hadi dini. Kisha wasema tukuthamini, na wewe hapo hauaminiki. Na wewe hapo haupangiki.
Wapi kidero when you need to slap somebody? Complain ufisadi, kwani ulidhani t-shirt 50 bob leso siku ya campaign ilikuwa free? Ni 5 year loan investment, utalipa kingia parliament. We are one, amani we are one. Na utumishi kwa wote, utu missing CCTV we were watching. Racial insecurity na job opportunity ni kama mti ya kibiriti. Side moja heavy, usiniambie Kenya kuna umaskini, kwani hizi fat fingers zinaibia nane? Maskando ina threaten our survival. Media define leadership, na sura ukiaka front page ina improve readership. Ambia wase wa Twitter wa hashtag hii ama hash reality doesn't make a good TT. Commission of inquiry wanakula commission bila kutupa ukweli. Ni kubaya mpaka kukiwa kuzuri unashindwa nini mbaya. Machozi ya perpetrator ineza dilute damu ya victim ilimwagika. After all is said and done, all will be said, nothing will be done. You're not my tribe, but you're my blood type. Lakini it doesn't have to take tragedy to know that.
Sheria. Sheria.
Fantastic. Good afternoon. This is Sheria Dive with your host, Jameson Jerry, advocate of the High Court. And remember, this show, we talk about all legal matters. And today's a special day because we get to take questions from guys. And Bernard tells me you guys have been sending questions. So if you're listening to us and you have any legal questions that you'd like us to respond to, please just reach out to us on @Power254 on socials and @James Wanjeri on socials. Fantastic. This is a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. It's a bit hot, but we have some good cloud cover I can see from here. Fantastic. Now, it has been an interesting week. This week I was shocked to learn that there is a member of parliament who actually made a statement to the effect that she did not actually read the entire Finance Act. And her argument was, the Bible has very many chapters and verses. Why don't you ask pastors if they've read the entire Bible? This was her response when she was asked, how come you passed a law that is saying that avocado farmers and the guys on the ground need to be taxed? It's a shocking statement, and we're going to be looking at this and other legal updates that have happened this week. But just to dive into it, of course, you know that the president has signed the housing bill. It has now been signed into law. This is a very contentious piece of legislation. Remember that we have part of the housing levy is a matter that is live before the Court of Appeal, and we're waiting for a decision from the Court of Appeal. But as of February 2024, the Court of Appeal suspended the collection of the housing levy from employees. That is coming back. It's making a comeback, and I know guys will probably have some questions about that. We're going to be here to respond to each of those one by one. So we're waiting for your questions. Remember, on socials, @Power254, @James Wanjeri. But why don't we get a song by Njoki Karu as we look at your questions, and then we can pick it up.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up. From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio. Stop, stop, stop. This party don't stop. This party don't stop, stop.
Here we go. See, I'm loving what you do to me, so if it's cool, let me know. We can kick it to the VIP because the party don't stop till 3. Meaning you're in the crib all over me. CIBTRIP PER, and we are CAMP to the moolah. We blow this bazooka. It's crazy, baby, how I'm on you like Slim to shit it. Yeah. So let me see your head bob, cause this party don't stop. Cause tonight, you better bring somebody to the club. To the club. Cause tonight, we're calling everybody, so get up. Alright. This party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on. This party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and on. Let me give your body a job, employ a new technique. Work it, rock it like a cradle, and better need a free. Wait a minute, let me clarify. The way you maneuver, I can't deny. So scream from the top of your lungs, and maybe I'll pacify ya. Take over, my baby, it ain't over. No fat lady, navigate to the floor, make your way. Dilate, give me more A-OK. It ain't fair, the way you're shaking it and moving it, baby. Make them stare. Step up in the building, everybody, and go up. Then it's you better bring somebody to the club. To the club. Cause tonight, we're calling everybody, so get up. Alright. This party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on. This party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and on. So get your hands up.
Get ready to party. All on the dance floor, jamming till 6 in the morning.
So get your drinks up.
Don't spill on nobody. Hit the bar, get some girls, cause the bottles we poppin'. But I'm a little bit too bubbly, so all the ladies look lovely, but can't tell if they ugly, cause someone get these girls off of me. Meet me by the bar, baby girl, round 3 now, let's go get some shots. Drink up, cause you know the party don't stop.
'Cause tonight, you better bring somebody to the club.
To the club.
'Cause tonight, we calling everybody, so get up. Alright. This party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and this party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and on. Don't stop. It goes on and on. Don't stop. It goes on and on.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Walk with me far above the horizon. Lay with me, we can put the stars to bed. Watch with me till the morning sun rises. Wait with me, just wait with me till then. Walk with me far above the horizon. Lay with me, we can put the stars to bed. Watch with me till the morning sun rises. Wait with me, just wait with me till then. Run with me, we can turn the wind golden. Dance with me, with the clouds beneath our feet. Love me still, love me, leave me breathless. Stay with me, stay and let us be. Run with me, we can turn the wind golden. Dance with me, with the clouds beneath our feet. Love me still, love me, leave me breathless. Stay with me, 'cause we could be fire, we could be rain. Just wash me in color, and I'll set you ablaze. We could be oceans, we can rage with the tide over the mountain where lovers collide. Stay with me, stay with me. Just stay with me, stay with me, stay with me.
Fantastic. We had Kamula, Party Don't Stop. Man, that song takes me back. Wow. And of course, that was Njoki Karu, Stay With Me. Fantastic. Now, today is a special day because it's the day when we get to answer your questions. I know you have many legal questions, questions of a legal nature. And remember, the purpose of this show is to actually demystify the law, is to simplify things. Because we do not take it for granted that we have many people in this country who don't know what the law provides, who don't know what procedures to follow. And because of that lack of information, those with power have actually used that lack of information to oppress others And people have actually suffered sometimes for things that if they had information, they'd have been able to resolve, you know. So I see a few questions coming in. The first question here, gentleman says, hello, I'm a reggae artist. Now, number one, the housing levy President Ruto has assented into law. Is it constitutional? Well, how does a law become constitutional? Now, we have this thing we call the presumption of constitutionality, which is that when Parliament passes a law, it is presumed, right, that that law is constitutional unless the courts say otherwise. So for the law that has just been passed, it's been passed by Parliament. Parliament is the body responsible for making laws. If someone goes to court to challenge certain provisions of that law or to challenge some of the things that the Housing Levy Act proposes, then the question of constitutionality will be determined. But remember, any law that comes out of Parliament, the presumption is that that law is constitutional. Another question I see here is, can another country colonize us if we fail to pay government debt? Can another country colonize us if we fail to pay government debt? That's an interesting question. Now, you can't be colonized. I think the days of colonization are over. However, remember, debt is what we call, it's a commercial transaction, right? So if you've been given money, you have to account for it and you have to be able to pay it back. And when you're unable to do that, certain things happen. I can just give an example even of a country like Sri Lanka, where they had been given all these loans and they couldn't pay the loans back. And they had put up certain, what we call strategic national assets as a security. You know, when you go to a bank and the bank asks you, what's the security for us to give you the loan of like 5 million? So they had put up some of their own national assets. And so the question was then, does China, for instance, come and take over those assets? So fortunately, countries have not yet gotten to that point. But of course, there are terms within some of those agreements that state what happens in the event that you are unable to pay back your debt. Of course, those agreements are also subject to our laws and our courts. So you'll notice that, for instance, for the SGR, there was a lot of agitation to have the SGR contract made public because the people need to know what the government has committed them to. Of course, that is still ongoing. The contract has not yet been made public. So we look at that. So the short answer is no. You cannot be colonized by another country just for failure to pay government debt. The other question is, what happened to leaders declaring their wealth and lifestyle audit? Now, this actually happens. If you're a public officer, they do declare their wealth every year, all right? This happens once a year. However, that information is considered to be sensitive information and therefore it is not shared with the public. But in government, they do declare. It's just that that information is not then brought to us. Of course, there's always a question of should that information be made available to everyone? On one hand, it helps build transparency, right? So that we know. If we voted for you as an MP and you came in and you are worth 10 million, there's no way you're telling us after 1 year you are now worth 1 billion. The math is not mathing, right? But on the other hand as well, you know, the law also protects everyone's right to privacy, okay? The questions of personal wealth, those are private matters. So the law at the moment is that they declare and they declare it to the relevant bodies and authorities, but that information is not shared publicly. Now, the other question is on community land. Who can claim or develop community land? Now, for purposes of definition, community land is land that is owned by a community, right? And a community could be people, particular people. You have a register of the members or the members of that community. Now, community land is very protected land. And maybe, as I answer this question, maybe one day you're looking to buy some land somewhere. One of the things you need to find out is that community land? Because community land cannot be bought and sold the way you just sell your land to someone else. No. That land is actually protected land. So, for questions of who can claim or develop it, it is a community that claims it, right? Who can develop it? The community as well can develop it. However, there will be instances where the community comes and says, maybe you get a strategic investor and the community says, this is the land we have. The strategic investor, for instance, comes and says, you guys have 1,000 acres. I'd like to grow maize. And when I grow this maize, part of the proceeds will be shared with you, right? So that is like, it amounts to sort of like a lease. I think we have something similar happening with tallow in Turkana, where part of the profits of tallow oil are given to the county and to the people in that county, because the minerals are being taken, or rather the oil is being taken out of what is considered as community land. Another interesting question here is, there's a government road that is narrow from the tarmac road and getting wider. What might be the issue? All right? It's narrow from the tarmac road and getting wider. Now, the Constitution of Kenya actually provides for the right to information. This is under Article 35 of the Constitution. This means that any person, you and I, we have a right to actually ask for information on something that touches on our lives, and even something like this of a public nature. So one of the things you need to determine that road, who has built the road, number one, and under whose authority is that road. Now you'll notice we usually have the KURA, which is the Kenya Urban Roads Authority. So they're in charge of building all roads in urban areas. Then you have KENHA, which is the Kenya National Highways Authority. So these are the guys who will be in charge of your bypasses, your thicker superhighway. I don't know if they still call it a superhighway. Yes. Then you have the Rural Roads Authority. This is now the body that ensures that the roads in the mashinani are built. But then we also have roads that are built by the county government. So you first have to determine under whose jurisdiction is that road, who is responsible for that road. The second thing now you do, pursuant to the rights that are provided under Article 35, is you then write to that relevant body. If it is a county government, if it is KURA, if it is KENHA, whichever it is, you write, and in the letter you say, I'd like to find out, one, why is this road narrowing and getting wider, for instance? Or maybe there was a contractor who came and they made the road and maybe they didn't do a good job. You have the right to actually know who was it, what steps have been taken. You also have a right to put in a complaint and say, hey, the way this road has been done, it's affecting us. But that complaint has to be made to the relevant authority. Fantastic. We're going to be taking more questions, but now we can get some more music. Remember, this is Sheria Dive. And if you feel like anyone would actually benefit from this conversation that we are having, you can go ahead and invite them. So let's get some music.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Medical attention bila kakitu ni bala. Afande sitoi yangu nina makosa sitakata. Dada sigawe mzigo upate Tanzania swara. Silali sijibiwi corruption baby we ni bala.
It was a mistake wana uhuru majuto badala maendeleo ikakuwa ni mshtuko sakata kibao zote kwa mfuko after miaka kai kabaki ni mshtuko. COVID-19 was an act kwa theater na nipeleka fridge ni act bila sweater na ninoma mafans wezi teta tofauti ya mpoko kwa radio skater
zipit ka wezi shouti ninja tuko kwa project kuangamiza hizi gigas nini una hold usipull that trigger tumalize hizi mende zishakuwa gold digger unajikinga ama una take dimension siwezi toka hapa bila kuimention mwanasiasa utake that attention baada ya mswada na jeke tuma pension
kupata form lazima kitu kidogo kupata job lazima utoe hongo kazi ya mtaani umekuwa jamatani shule za bure bila ganji mtoto wasomi mtoto wasomi mtoto wasomi mtoto wasomi asomi asomi
asomi shule asomi watoto wasomi kazi hakuna 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 shule asomi watoto wasomi asomi shule asomi watoto wasomi kazi hakuna 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 shule asomi watoto wasomi medical attention bila kakitu ni bala afande sitoi yangu nina makosa sitakata dada sigawe mzigo upate Tanzania swara silali sijibiwi corruption baby we ni bala medical attention bila kakitu ni bala afande sitoi yangu nina makosa sitakata dada sigawe mzigo upate Tanzania swara
tumejaza streets bila lights. Transformers zimebebwa na Kenya Power. And it's like we don't deserve our rights. Like si wageto hatuna power. Na bills of rights plus kutoa tax tuko ndani kama mwenye ako korokoroni. Ni kama kipao cha mbele ya wanaojiweza. Sisi kategori tuko ni eti tumeekwa. Mama mboga hana la kusema kwa maana yeye ushinda kwa kibanda. Na wenye sauti wako kwenye suti kuraukia ofisini na kusahau. Bila huyo mama mboga hapo kibandani usiku atalala njaa juu hamna kitu kwa sahani.
Sitobi hongo natumia bongo, kama nimekosa fata mkondo. Nivishe pingu chora obi, nibebe nipeleke kwa koti. Fungua mashtaka banyim, nataka kwa shortcut kupata rwabe ya hustler. Sitaamini hata iwe nini, limanga yule boy alikaza kachwani kwa blanda hi-fi. Afande sitoi ongo nina makosa sijakata. Dada sigawe mzigo upate jantani swara. Silali sijibiwi corruption baby we ni bala.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Inchi ya upendo, inchi yangu. Inchi ya uzalendo, inchi yangu. Nalia napigania inchi yangu. Inchi ya upendo, inchi yangu. Inchi ya uzalendo, inchi yangu. Nalia napigania inchi yangu.
Barabara za mitaa, Catherine dereba ziko wapi? Zina pothole pale wape Kingston, Uhuru Highway. Magari ziko juu, wazing wana move, mikono ikiwa juu. Tumebaki kwa mataa, street tumejaza hata bila lights. Vijana kunyanyaswa juu ni waras. Ati ule alibakwa pale chini kwa kibanda. Mama mboga hana nyota itabidi amesota.
Inchi ya amani, inchi yangu. Inchi ya upendo, inchi yangu. Inchi ya uzalendo, inchi yangu. Nalia napigania inchi yangu.
Taxpayer anavaa pati, MP ako pale, pate after party. Youth man ni ya rumande, mwana siasa ako nje na bonde. So much inequality, too much injustice. Me fight for equality, demanding for liberty. Juzi walikam na miradi mtaani, mboga tuna kazi tumeachwa mashakani. Kilio tunalia wakizidi mia vitambi, wako tu kwenye kambi zao wakihesabu mali. Kesho watakam wakituitisha kura, hawajajua miaka zote ni nini tumekula. Wao pana jali 10 years imepita na ako tu sure ye bado atapita.
Inchi ya amani, inchi yangu. Inchi ya upendo, inchi yangu. Inchi ya uzalendo, inchi yangu. Nalia napigania inchi yangu. Inchi ya amani, inchi yangu. Inchi ya upendo, inchi yangu. Inchi ya uzalendo, inchi yangu.